Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to talk about something that was requested. So somebody asked me, somebody said that they want their best to be positive, but they find it very challenging, and what to do when they find it challenging to be positive. So I'm going to focus on that a little bit today because it's a great question and it is hard, and I struggle with that myself sometimes. So what you're going to do if you're having a very bad day, or something horrible has happened, or your coworkers are being assholes, or your partner's not being understanding, or whatever the situation is, I want you to close your eyes if you can. If you're in a situation where you can, you don't have to, but if you can, close your eyes, and I want you to remember a time that you were really happy. I want you to remember a time that you were really grateful, that you were filled with love. So an unconditional love is the best state to be in. So be filled with unconditional love, whether that would be whether you have to imagine your child being born, how you felt when you saw your baby for the first time. For me, I don't have children, so it's always about a dog. So my late dog Chelsea that passed away, I think about her very much because I loved her with all my heart, and all the unconditional love she gave me, I just fill my body with that feeling. And you know that feeling if you've experienced it, and hopefully you have. Or my current dog, who I love so much, my little puppy, so I think about him, or I think about my boyfriend, or I think about my family, or I think about my friends. I think about a time when I was filled with unconditional love. And it is, if you know that feeling, and hopefully you do, it is one of the most if not the most beautiful feeling that you can experience in this world. And it's just unbelievable. So when you're in that state, and also that's kind of how you feel when you're really grateful, when you're bursting with gratefulness, like 100% grateful. You're so grateful, and you're having a great day, or you're just grateful for something that's happened, or grateful for being alive, or grateful for anything. It's that state of gratitude, and that state is very similar to the state of unconditional love, to feeling unconditional love. So try to put yourself in that place where you felt this amazing unconditional love. And I know for me, when I get into that mode, it literally feels like I'm going to burst in the best way possible. And it's such a nice feeling, and it's so calming, and it's almost like it is virtually impossible to be upset, or to be depressed, or to be sad, or to be lonely, or to be angry, or to be bitter when you're in that state. When you're in the state of gratitude or unconditional love, that feeling's the same thing, really. But when you're in the state of gratitude, and you're gonna burst with being grateful for everything that's around you and everything that you have. And think about those things. And I realize it's difficult. I realize sometimes it is difficult, but I truly believe that everybody has a memory like that, if not dozens, if not hundreds, if you're lucky. But at least one, everybody's got a memory like that. So focus on that. Focus on that memory of unconditional love, when somebody or your pet or something loved you so unconditionally that you thought you were going to burst. Or you loved something or someone unconditionally, and you thought you were going to burst. So again, the sight of your child when your child was born, or getting your dog, feeling like shit, and your dog, comes to you and comforts you and lays beside you, and that feeling, and it feels so good, and you know how much you are loved. And I'm talking, or your relatives, or your family, or your partner. Hopefully everybody can tap into that. And I'm just getting emotional thinking about it, because it's lovely. It's the most beautiful feeling in the world. Come on, right? Like, as humans, we crave love. We do. We want love. It's one of the most important things, besides breathing, besides being alive. Love is like, this is what we're here for. We're here for love. We're here to be love. We're here to love others, and we're here to have others love us. So if you're having a difficult time or a difficult moment in your day, and you feel like you're not being as positive as you want to be, or you're kind of focusing on negative things and how to kind of get out of that, or if you're a little bit depressed, or a little bit sad, or angry at something, or just just having a bad day. I mean, we're human, right? So try to take some time. If you're at work and you can't, sit there and close your eyes and do this, I understand. But try to take some time in your day. If not, first thing in the morning is probably the best time to do this, or when you go to bed at night. You can keep a journal of gratitude. You can write down everything that you're grateful for in that day. And I've had people say to me, like, I've got nothing to be grateful. What's so grateful? Like, what is there to be grateful? My life is horrible. You know what? I call bullshit on that. I call bullshit on that because I've had shitty things in my life and I've had low moments in my life, and I'm still grateful. Like, I can still be grateful, right? Like, your feet hit the ground when you get out of bed, grateful. Hello, grateful. Heartbeat, grateful, right? You had food today, you were able to eat, there was food on your table, or you were able to, somebody fed you, grateful, be grateful, okay? So there's always something to be grateful, and there's actually a million things to be grateful. Once you start doing this, you'll be grateful for seeing a butterfly outside. You'll be grateful for a flower blooming in your garden. You'll be grateful for the sun being out. You'll be grateful for how beautiful the sky looks today, for all the things that we take for granted, right? So there's always something to be grateful for. So for those who say that there isn't, I call bullshit on you. I totally do. Totally call bullshit. So even in my darkest moments, I can find things to be grateful for. So can you. So you can keep a journal of gratitude. So that would be something you can do first thing in the morning, or you can do before you go to bed. I like to do it before I go to bed, and just write down, you can write down 3 things you're grateful for that day, or 10 things you're grateful for that day, or 15 things you're grateful for that day, and keep it up. Keep it up and do it every single day, and you'll watch your attitude change, and you'll watch how many things you will find that will make you grateful, that will give you that feeling. And it's a beautiful feeling when you're grateful. Again, it's hard to be upset. It's hard to be angry. It's hard to be depressed when you're really, really full of gratitude. So keep a journal of gratitude. That really, really helps. When you can, maybe first thing in the morning or before you go to bed, or some moment when you're home and you have some time to yourself. It doesn't take long. Just close your eyes. Tap into that feeling of unconditional love that either somebody has shown you or you have shown for someone else, or both. Tap into that memory, or if you have several memories, like, be grateful that you have several memories, and tap into those memories and feel that abundance of unconditional love just take over your body and fill up your body, and watch how it changes your perspective on things. It really does. And you can do this several times a day if it helps. I just do it because I like how it feels. It feels really good. It feels really good, the feeling of unconditional love. And again, very similar to the feeling of gratitude. I find with unconditional love, it's a little more powerful because it's love, right? You're tapping into the love that you have for somebody, or the love that they have for you. And those memories stay with us forever. It's true. When we die, what are we going to take with us? Everybody's trying to get the best car and the best phone and the best house and the best property and the best, whatever. You can't take any of that with you when you die, okay? You can only take, all we have is our memories, and all we have is our legacy of how we were loved and how we did love, because we are love. We are all love. And I truly believe that's the purpose of life, is to love and to be loved. And if you tap into that feeling of unconditional love, and make sure that you have gratitude for everything, but you can start small. Again, you can just start with 3 things that you're grateful for. And for those of you, again, that can't think of anything, grateful that you ate, grateful that you woke up, grateful that you're alive. Start with those, because some people can't say that. They're not here to say it, or they don't have food on their table, or they don't have money to pay their rent, or whatever it is. Like, there's always somebody much worse off than we are, as bad as we think it is. There's a saying that if we all were to throw our problems and our struggles into a circle, and we all went to go see who, like, are we going to take somebody, and we could all take somebody else's problems or struggles, we'd probably take our own back. And I think there's a lot of truth to that. And not to say that, not to compare people's problems and struggles, because to some people it's something just that's small to someone else is big to that person. So no judgment there at all. Just a reminder to be grateful and tap into that unconditional love. And, you know, you'll see as you're more grateful and as you tap into that unconditional love, you will make more memories. There will be more memories. So you'll be more loving, and you'll notice when someone is more loving to you. And really, like, that's what life's all about. So hopefully this helped with that question. And again, it takes practice, and it's something you have to do every day. If you're struggling, you have to make a point of being grateful every single day. Make a point of keeping a gratitude journal. Make a point of doing these exercises with filling your heart with unconditional love. Like, just fill your heart, fill it up so till it bursts. And hopefully that helped. So thank you for joining me on my channel. I really appreciate it. If you like any content and want to see more, make sure you click the subscribe button below and hit the bell, because the bell will get you any new updates that I do. You'll get notified of it. So hit the subscribe button. You can hit the like button if you like. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, or any comments or questions or anything that you have, you can put them below. I answer all of them. And hopefully you know about my Facebook page called Nutrilicious, where I do talk about body positive, body image, positive image, healthy body image, and nutrition, and just body, mind, spirit, and positive messages, and it's all good. So thank you very much for joining me, and talk to you soon.